No, Ernest Miller Hemingway, you're the best writer. I didn't see you there. Hey, I'm Danny Irizarry. This is 20 Days to the Dream, and I've been sick and tired of all the AI stuff I've been seeing taking over the creative world. So this is a time for you and I to just have a conversation about how to achieve our goals in acting and filmmaking. Today, we're talking about writing and why it's important that you be doing it. Writing has a special access to our nostalgia that nothing else does. Imagine this. You're reading a chapter in a book and it says that you walk up to a small mossy cabin that feels like home and smells like your favorite breakfast. That's going to mean something different to you than it does to me, and it rings true to us in a very special and intimate way. Imagine now you're watching a movie where they're translating that chapter of the book into the film. And you're watching it happen, and the camera's dollying up to, it's a little cabin, and it has some mossy greenness on the wall, but the door's the wrong color. That doesn't feel like home, and you walk in and it's all cluttered and messy, and that doesn't feel like home to you either. And well, you can't smell your favorite breakfast because that's not how film works. It will not have the same intimate meaning to you that it did when you were reading that book and you felt those words splash onto you. Literature will always have that direct access to our nostalgia that film doesn't have. And exercising that muscle, practicing seeing and smelling and hearing and thinking those thoughts, those images in story, and practicing translating them into words, into a way where you can communicate them to your friends, to the people that you're working with. That's something that not only is your job as an actor to express those things and interpret them in a way that is communicated to others, but also just lets you see that you can achieve those things when you have those sparks, those ideas, and you see that whole process going from on paper, or going from rather in your mind and all the way into the writing process and to the completed on paper end result where you have a script and you can present it to people. That's so inspiring. That will keep you motivated when you get to see that whole process of imagination to completed process that very few other things have the possibility of doing. So you should be writing scripts. I love writing scripts. I have a note in my phone, in my note app, that's just full of story ideas. And even just being able to glance at those and see, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. They reaffirm the reality that you are a creative person with good ideas. And when you get to have something that you initiate that reminds you of that, that is good. And that's going to keep you working toward your goals, whatever it is, in filmmaking or in acting. So remembering that storytelling is our job as filmmakers and as actors is one of the number one things that we have to keep in mind. That's why it's important to be in nature, like we've talked about, or to practice your abstract thinking. All these things are super important, super revitalizing and reinvigorating. I encourage you to do it as much as you possibly can. So I'd love to hear you share your stories if you have ideas that you want to create. And let's talk about them together. Let's get creative. It's the way to stay motivated. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you holding me accountable. I'll see you tomorrow. No, Hemingway. I'm not saying that it's a bad book. I'm just saying it's slow. No, heavy, come back here.